Sebastian, before we get into qualifying, obviously there was the real sad news beforehand about Dietrich Mateschitz passing away. He's obviously had a big impact on your life, and I just wanted to hear your few thoughts on him, please.
I don't think I'm ready to share any thoughts. Obviously a big shock, and I'd like to think about it first before I say anything.
How was qualifying for you? Because it looked ultimately that you did have good pace out there. Track limits just played a part.
No, not really for us. I think I had one run in the end that just didn't come together, and that was the detrimental run. So a bit of a shame to miss out by a bit Q3, but let's see what we can do tomorrow.
Hard luck, thank you. Lance, congratulations, best of the rest today. You must be delighted.
Yeah, really happy with it for sure. I think it was a good qualifying.
How did the car feel across the board? Because it looked like you were pretty consistently good throughout.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. The car was working well, and it's always fun when it goes nice and smoothly.
Great stuff, thank you. Hey Pierre, just before we get into qualifying, obviously there was the really sad news before you even got in the car about Dietrich. You played a big part in not just yours but many people's lives. And Red Bull, what are your kind of thoughts on him?
Obviously, extremely sad to hear that Dietrich passed away, and especially this weekend, and sent a message to his family before the qualifying. The sad thing, what he has done, what he has achieved with Red Bull, what he has provided to all of us, part of the Red Bull family, will be remembered forever. And extremely sad about this news.
Really difficult afternoon for you out there. I heard you pretty frustrated at turns 1 and 11. I think you heard you've been struggling. What's going on there, do you think?
We had the same issue as Suzuka with the brakes. We glazed the front brakes, and every time I was braking, I just front lock everywhere. So just it's the third time we get this issue this year, and frustrating. We were in the top 10 all weekend, and I just couldn't do a lap in Q2, so disappointed.
Hard luck, thank you. Alex, considering how windy it is out there and your car doesn't normally like those kind of conditions, are you pretty pleased with where you ended up in qualifying today?
Yeah, really happy. It was a bit unexpected, if I'm honest. We don't normally like these conditions, and I was really struggling for a rhythm and just getting the feeling in the wind. It's so different corner to corner. We went into qualifying doing a few changes, just trying to get myself a bit more comfortable with the car, and we did so, and understood the tyres really well, and that's the key to it. I feel like we did a better job than what we expected, because we just ticked all the boxes, and super happy for the team as well. Obviously it's a home race for us, so yes.
And just before qualifying, obviously we had the news about Dietrich Mateschitz. He played a big part in your career as well, and many other Red Bull drivers. What was it like getting the news then, and a little few words on what it was like with him?
To be honest with you, I only got told just after the session. It is a shock, and it's amazing what he's done to the sport. Not just in Formula One what you see, but the amount of drivers that have had the opportunity to come through, who has been funded through Red Bull, myself included. Of course, I was 12 years old when I was being sponsored by Red Bull. So, it's a great shame. He had a huge heart and passion for sport, for everything in general. And he'll be greatly missed.